what's getting harder these days in the year 2025 for all the businesses? That is to stand out. To stand out in a space where every other business is just popping out in the market, whether it be digital businesses or it be physical businesses. हर थोड़ी देर में एक नया बिजनेस लॉन्च होता है और हर कुछ दिनों में ब्रांड के पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज हो जाते हैं, ब्रांड की वर्किंग चेंज हो जाती है। इतने सारे बिजनेसेस में अपने बिजनेस के लिए एक मार्केट फाइंड आउट करना, टू गेट नोन, टू गेट पेड वेल बाय द क्लाइंट्स इज अ चैलेंज इन इटसेल्फ. So, in today's video, I'm going to help you with 8 proven strategies to help you stand out in the market and become a premium business. Let's go for it. But before we dive in deep, I want you to hit that subscribe button to the channel so that whenever we post any content, you are the first person to get the notification about it. Let's get started. The difference between a regular business model and a premium business model is but obvious. While a regular business gets paid at low cost, has to work from survival to survival stage, a premium business model is totally different because you cater for standing out in a particular industry. You cater only to a particular service being given to a particular kind of an audience that really values your service or your product. Now, how to create this is a challenge in itself, specifically in the year 2025. What is the biggest mistake that I have seen most of the entrepreneurs doing? Well, you just get afraid of the competitive prices existing in the market. And the biggest mistake that you do is lowering down your own price to stand in the market and become another company who's offering the services at the same pricing just like your competitors or just like the other people in the market. Now, however, building a premium brand or a luxury brand is way too different. कैसे? चलिए आज इस चीज को समझते हैं. Well, building a premium brand means first of all to offer a particular service to a particular audience. ये चीज़ सबसे ज़्यादा क्यों ज़रूरी है? क्योंकि जब आप बहुत सारी सर्विसेज रख लेते हैं तो आप किसी चीज़ में एक्सपर्ट नहीं बन पाते एंड आपकी कंपनी को या बिजनेस को जो एक पोजीशन मिलनी चाहिए इन द मार्केट, वो पोजीशन पकड़ना मुश्किल हो जाता है. टुडे पीपल डोंट लुक फॉर जनरलाइज्ड प्रोडक्ट्स और जनरलाइज्ड सर्विसेज, बट द वर्ल्ड इज ऑल अबाउट कस्टमाइजेशन एंड पर्सनलाइजेशन. तो आप अपने ब्रांड को या अपने बिजनेस को एक पर्सनलाइज्ड टच, एक कस्टमाइज्ड टच देके उसको प्रीमियम ब्रांड बना सकते हैं. तो क्यों नहीं आज आपके बिजनेस को प्रीमियम ब्रांड बनाया जाए? Let's dive into 8 proven methods that will help you to stand out your brand in the crowd. आपके बिजनेस को आपकी सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है, तो जिस तरीके से आप अपने बिजनेस को पोजीशन करेंगे, उसके प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज को सेल आउट करेंगे, वो आपके बिजनेस को हेल्प करेगा टू बिकम द बेस्ट इन द मार्केट. That doesn't mean that you need to sell your service to everyone around. No. Please don't do this mistake. Because आज की ज़रूरत ये है कि आप अपने पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट को एक पर्टिकुलर टारगेट ऑडियंस को ही सेल आउट करें. Let's dive into the first strategy. The first strategy is having a signature offer. What does that mean? Well, having a signature offer means getting a particular offer for a particular client type. अब ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा नीश्ड डाउन हो जाता है एंड डिपेंड करता है कि आप कौन से कैटेगरी ऑफ कस्टमर को क्या स्पेसिफिक सिग्नेचर ऑफर दे सकते हैं. यू रिमेंबर, एप्पल आर नोन फॉर इट्स आईफोन्स. Tesla is being known for its electric car. The only reason is because they are not selling their electric car to everyone. They are not selling the iPhone to everyone in the crowd. There are specific audience जिनके लिए ये products बनाए जाते हैं and sell किए जाते हैं. As a reason for this, they have a high pricing because these products are made for the premium markets. Even the products such as your watch has some premium categories and some luxury brands which cost you lakhs and crores of rupees to get that particular watch, and these are all limited edition watches. Means only 15 to 20 to 25 pieces of these watches are being released all over the world, and people, the best of celebrities, the best of people pay high prices to get these watches into their collections. Now imagine the scope that a premium market has. जितना struggle आप रोज अपने products बेच के कर रहे हैं, उससे कहीं गुना कम आप अपने research में struggle कीजिए और अपनी innovations को बढ़ाइए just to hit the right product to the right audience with a particular pricing. So signature offer for a particular service or for a particular product is very, very important when you have to establish a premium brand in 2025. Let's move to the next thing. Positioning your brand as an exclusive brand. अब ये कैसे हो सकता है? Well, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने आपको वॉच का एग्जाम्पल दिया, where I told you how watch companies create some limited edition watches where they only sell to a particular customer. एंड उनके कस्टमर्स इतने ज़्यादा हाई एंड होते हैं कि वो उन्हें हाई पे करने के लिए तैयार होते हैं जस्ट टू गेट दैट कलेक्शन. इट्स दैट सिंपल. यू जस्ट नीड टू हैव लिमिटेड प्रोडक्ट्स and limited availability of the slots or of the services that you are creating, and also high price attached to it along with the value. तो exclusivity तीन वजह से आती है. Number one, the value that you're going to give to your customer. Number two, the pricing that you're going to keep, which you should keep actually higher if you are promoting or building a premium product or a service. And the third very important thing is to have only limited spots to cater to these people. Now, there's a reason why you have limited spots. It's not just to create an exclusivity in the market or just to get viral or just to get known for, but it is because when you work with a particular customer on high value propositions, you have to spend more time understanding the customer's desires and pain points, thereby giving them the right kind of solutions. So your teams, whether it be operations, marketing or sales, have to be busy understanding the problems of these customers and not just selling and marketing. So please understand this. Exclusivity stands in the kind of value that you are going to give, and your team should be dedicatedly working towards giving that value, thereby positioning your brand as an exclusive brand in the crowd. I hope this helps. We'll move to the next one now. Let's move to the next part. The next part is very interesting because you must have seen a lot of time people creating their brand stories. Now, however easy does it sound, but when it comes to creating a real brand story that gets attached to people, well, it might be a difficult one to actually process down. Let me be little personal over here, where I want to open up with my own personal mistakes that I made in my business journey that actually made the brand story turn around the reverse way. Well, first we started serving solopreneurs and we built a brand around solo entrepreneurship. But however, we didn't realize that soon we are working with a lot of other businesses that are not just solopreneurs, which means these are big companies that have teams, that have systems in place, and they are looking for building a premium brand. But the problem was our branding and our brand story that prevailed till date about building a business solo. Whenever I approached a big client, they just thought that I am good at working with solo entrepreneurs. However, my other work history was just subsided and no one just cared about it. So here is a little change that I did in my brand story. I changed my community from being Solopreneur Circle to Elite Growth Club. And we changed our branding, we changed our logo a bit. We changed our tagline and we prevailed with a different brand story for our brand. So now today when I pitch a premium client, they know that I have been working with these kinds of clients earlier. I have a proven track record and I have some proven strategies that I have worked with the clients, thereby helping me get that premium client. So brand story is your key. You remember how Nike associates with athletes, how Maggie associates with the bond between friends or bond between a mother and a child, how Horlicks associates with the brand of building a stronger child. Now these brands are just playing on the emotional terms of humans and they are playing on a simple strategy that is brand story. So if you want to be exclusive in your areas, build a brand story around your brand that supports your products and services and gives you an authority to dominate the market. With this, I would like to move on to the next strategy. Next strategy is the most important one again. Reason? Your customers are always the king. So here comes the next point, that is to elevate your customer experiences. While a regular brand serves its customers just like a retail client on a retail store, the premium brands actually serves customers by personalization, by helping them become more luxurious, by giving them the luxury that they want, or by fulfilling their desires. So if you want to become the best premium brand in 2025, you need to see that you are elevating the customer experiences as your business moves ahead in the journey. Here comes strategy number 4, that is elevating your customer experiences. The way premium businesses are different is by elevating the customer experience, or the kind of journey that the customer lives with them as soon as they are onboarded as a client. Well, in this list comes a number of checklists to follow. Number 1, to help get personalized onboarding to the client, to get connected with the client so much that the client knows that these guys are going to give me more value than anyone else in the market. The second thing could be to have some luxury kind of packaging or luxury kind of servicing being given to the client which they never expected, just like a surprise element being delivered to them which is far from their expectation. And the third thing is a VIP client service. Now, what does that mean? Well, it is just a way of serving your client to the maximum of your efficiencies that you can, just to make the client realize that they have held hands with the right kind of people in the market, and you are someone who values their business as much as they do. So, if you want to create a premium brand, elevate your customer experiences. Make them experience every small thing and every small step as they get onboarded as a client to you, and let them experience it, let them live that journey for a longer time, so that they not only feel delighted about everything that is happening, but also they start sharing it to other people. Now, let me tell you, once you get a good customer journey for any of the customers, then in that case, you are also building a pathway to get good referrals. It becomes easier to get referrals once one of your customers are experiencing some premium valued service within your organization. Here is the 5th strategy now. You must have heard how people go out of their comfort zone. They write articles, they do events, right? They go to PR agencies, they get the interviews done, they get the articles published in some well-known medias. The only reason why you must do all of this is to build an authority of leadership within your industry. Now, with premiumness, the kind of value that you are adding, the kind of customer experience that you're creating, and the kind of brand story that you're creating, all of this needs to go out in the market. And you have to be the first advertiser of your business, which means you have to go out and speak in the market about your premium services. So it's not just about building a brand, but it's also about popularizing your own brand and building an authority in the market. Now today, there are many mediums that people are using, whether it be blogging, whether it be social media content, or it be the interviews or even podcast. Everything is turning around to be good for brands because there is so much of content being circulated in the market, and let me tell you, it's cheaper than never before. If you do the same thing after 1 year, it's going to cost you much more higher than it's going to cost you today. So don't wait, just do it right now. Let's move to the next strategy. The next strategy is going to help you play with the psychology of your customers. Yes, here is the 6th strategy, that is the optimized pricing psychology. Now, why this is important? The first reason why this is important is because whenever you add value to your customers should find value in the particular service also. If your customer doesn't understand the value that you're giving, if your customer doesn't agrees with the price point that you're giving, then in that case, your customer will be an unsatisfied customer, and it would be very easy for your customer to drift away to another vendor or another service provider. So if you don't want this to happen, here is something that you should try. The first thing is the charm pricing. Now, what is charm pricing? Well, it's a simple strategy that most of the businesses use today. Instead of pricing your product at 10,000, price it at 9,999. Instead of saying that my services cost 1 lakh, say it's 99,999. Well, this might just be a reduction in 1 rupee, but this reduction caused a greater shift in the psychology of human behaviors. Whenever you talk like this or whenever you quote your pricing in this way, the people always take the lowest number as the perceived value. Now, this is not the actual value because the actual value is nearly equal to 10,000 when you say 9,999. But the perceived value in the minds of your customers is of 9,000, which is like a gap of 1,000 rupees, and for them, sometimes even this 1,000 rupees could be important. So use the charm pricing strategies wherever you can to give an illusion to your customers that you are offering them a less pricing. The second thing that helps you play with the psychology is the tiered pricing. Now, this is something that you see for most of the service businesses and over the internet these days with all the software businesses, and this is very, very common. Tiered pricing is actually packaging your services in different tiers, which normally covers a strategy where you price the mid tier in such a way that it becomes the most affordable service for the particular customer. Now, this is again playing with the psychology of your customer, where you don't want the customer to come into tier 1. You want the customer to pay for the particular service that is normally the mid tier prices, and only the exclusive services for which the customers are normally ready to pay are placed in the third tier or the third category of pricing. This kind of pricing gives a psychological effect in your pricing and sales solutions that normally help customers to understand what they will be getting at a particular price point and why. Third thing is bundling. Now, you must have seen again with a lot of software services that are being offered, a lot of agencies that are running, and a lot of digital businesses take these bundling strategies as the best strategies to earn more. Because what happens in bundling strategies is to make your customer realize that you are giving them so many things in just a small price point. Now, this means that all those resources are just as a list and they add value to a customer a lot while they are paying only a particular amount for a particular service. Now, although 90% of this amount may be dedicated to the main core service, but 10% of the amount helps you to create more bundle. So anytime, for example, if your service is going to cost somewhere around 75,000 to 1 lakh rupees, you can always increase it by 20 to 25% by adding the bundle system and giving them more value and increasing the pricing thereby. Well, here is again another mistake that most of the entrepreneurs make. Instead of adding the pricing with the addition of value, most people see to it how we can give a nominal pricing or a low pricing for a particular product or service. Well, if you're building a premium brand, this is a mistake that is not at all allowed for you as an entrepreneur. You must see to it that your services are being at the right price point levels by giving the right kind of value that you want to give to your customer. So, here is one thing that you need to understand. Stop competing on price. Rather, build a brand on values and then you can charge the premium pricing. Now, here's the next strategy of building a brand in 2025. Well, this strategy covers a basic method into marketing that normally most of the people use. Well, it is building high quality content. Today, content marketing is playing in the markets, which means you need to be differentiated from the particular business or from the particular businesses in a particular industry to help you stand out as a premium business. अगर आपको premium business की तरह खड़े होना है तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा important है कि आप अपने content को high quality पे place कीजिए. Now, why is this important? Because आपके competitors शायद ये काम already कर रहे हैं. So, if you want to scale up and if you want to look premium, you need to have content that is made properly in a professional setup rather than having content made upon mobile phones with a lot of background noise and low quality videos. So if you want to scale up, prepare content in a high quality manner, play the game there, and you will find a difference in the way people start perceiving your brand as a premium brand. You must have seen something on Shark Tank India, which again takes you to the marketing aspects even in the product industry. In most of the episodes, whenever a product comes up, the first thing that attracts the investors is its packaging. Many investors have been praising the clear branding and the packaging of the products before actually knowing about what's inside in that product and what's in it for them in that market to invest. So that gives you a clear understanding of what is the importance of building a premium brand with the premium kind of product structures or premium kind of packaging that is required to float in the market to give it a feel of being literally premium. The next and the last strategy basically is a very common one, but again is being used currently by less business owners. Now, the next thing or the last thing that you need to focus on is building the community. Yes, building a community, hosting community events is something that can help you connect with your audience at a deeper level, thereby helping you understand where actually you need to take your business in the next years. Earlier, only marketing research used to be the basic way of projecting a business for the future. But today, when people are ready to come up and they are open enough to network, they are open enough to talk about the particular product or service, they are open enough to talk about their problems, it is your job as an entrepreneur to have a community of your users so that you can ask feedbacks, you can post new things that are happening, and you can always ask what is the next thing that you must do in order to help this segment of customers. Whatever your customers say, that becomes your line of action, and that helps your business to grow many folds. Now, these are strategies that helps you build premium brand in 2025. I hope you will apply at least 3 to 4 strategies that we have listed here. So I hope this video helps. If you feel this video can help any of your entrepreneur friends, do not hesitate to share this video with them. I'll see you in another video. Signing off, Coach Sakshi.